Yeah. Good evening and namaste all. I'm Umas from Yoga City, and I thank the Indian Embassy for providing this opportunity to talk on the topic yoga on holistic health. So, what is health first? Health is a harmony between the body, mind, and the soul. So let's start with each aspect of it. Body, the physical body we can talk about. So how is the health maintained in the physical body? The physical body's health is dependent on the food we eat, the balance in the body, no pain in the body. Yes. So now let's talk about food. What is how do we take food as? We take food as a source of energy for us. But what actually is it? How do we eat it? Is the main important thing. How do we get the complete energy from that is the important one. So, how should we eat matters. So, the food we eat should be chewed completely. As we all know that the digestion starts in the mouth. So, the food we eat has to be mixed completely with the saliva, chewed completely, and then eat. You have to swallow it to send to further digestion by the digestive system down abdomen in your stomach. So when the digestion happens in the stomach, when you chew the food with the saliva in your mouth, what happens is the solids become semi-solid, and that's how the food has to be taken into it. So that's a saying that says, drink the solids and eat the liquids. So what does that mean? How can you drink a solid? So that's how when we chew it completely with the mixed it with saliva, it becomes a semi-solid state. You're drinking it. And the same way when you take even a cup of water, you mix it with saliva and take it inside. So it becomes a slow process of eating the liquids. So the method of eating is very important. Now, what should you eat? So we can say this is not good for this, that food is not good for this kind of person. Yes. But most important thing is make sure you have all the six tastes in the food you take. What are the six tastes we know? Most of us we know the salt, sweet, the sour, the spicy, the bitter, and the astringent. That is the six tastes. So all of us are very good in taking salt, sweet, sour, spicy, but the other two tastes we are not generally going with it. But those two are also very important for our health. One example for food item which is having all the six taste is gooseberry. You take one gooseberry, you're getting the effect of all the six tastes in your body. Another example is the tender coconut. You take tender coconut, you take all the six tastes. So this is the what you have to eat. Now, why is that we go for overeating? Whenever you like a food, we tend to overeat. Why? Because you're not satisfied. But then we complain of I've overeaten, my digestion is not proper, I'm feeling uneasy and all. So if you're eating for your satisfaction, then obviously you should not be feeling that uneasiness in you, right? But still we feel. Why? Then where is the satisfaction lying? Where should be the satisfaction coming from? The satisfaction is coming from the mouth, the taste buds. Once your taste buds are satisfied, you will be satisfied. And that's when we say chew the food properly so that the taste buds are actually satisfied. When the taste buds are satisfied, automatically the food you take will be sufficient for you. Even if it's little in the quantity, you will feel content in what you have eaten, but at the same time, you will not overeat yourself. So this is one way you can look for weight reduction also. So because when you chew completely, let's say we will say that one mouth you take and chew it 20 to 25 times. Slowly enjoying it, relishing the taste in that, and when you eat, automatically you go satisfied, get the satisfaction in your mind. That satisfaction matters for you to feel full. Okay. So this is about the food aspect of our body. Then other aspect is you have to be pain free, you have to be comfortable, you have to be having a very relaxed body. Asanas. What is the asanas? What we can do? We have all the asanas which is good for each aspect of it. But if you want to have a health and a stress-free body, the main thing you have to focus is in your back. Why? Because all the stress goes and accumulates in the upper back, lower back, or the middle back, lower back or the middle back. So when you're doing this, what should you do? Stretch your back completely. For one example is the cat-cow breathing. So the cat-cow breathing is going to help you to make sure your spine is flexible and your back is relaxed. So we have other sessions on top which are talking about asanas and pranayama. So I'm not going to explain those much on that. We will go to the other aspect. So as we said, the next one is the mind. Where does the mind come? What is the mind? Mind is thoughts we have, right? So what are the thoughts? Can you control your thoughts? Can you control your emotions? Directly, it might be not possible. It's tough to do it directly. We can say that way. So how can you do it? You can do it through your breath. The more you have control over your breath, the more you have control on your emotions, your thoughts, so your mind will be calm. So, what is that breath pranayamas we can do? All types of pranayamas are there. The main pranayama that could be helpful is Nadishuddhi. It calms your mind completely, so you become stress free. So, is there something that combines your physical health as well as the mental health? Yes, which is mudras. So, what are mudras? Mudras are called gestures. Normally, in the normal language, they are the gestures. So what is the gestures? If many of you have known about the classical dancing, you would have seen the students performing, the people performing, holding their hands in a particular position. So those mudras are also therapeutic as well as help you to maintain a good health. So how is it possible? Now let's just understand what our physical body is this. Our physical body is also is related to the Panchabhutas, the earth, water, air, fire, and the space element. Let's map it. The physical body what we see outside is the earth element. The liquids that flow in the body could be the blood, the fluids in the body. They are the water element. The fire element is the body temperature. Everyone has we expect us to have a particular temperature in the body, right? And that's the fire element. Next, the air element, the breath we are taking, the gas that is moving around in the body. That is the air element. Then there goes the space element. That is the Atma, the space element in us. So, how is mudra going to help us in this? We have 5 fingers. You can map it to the 5 Panchabhutas. Each finger is representing one Panbhuta. What is that? The ring finger represents the earth element. The little finger represents the water element. The thumb finger represents the fire. Index the air, and the middle finger you have the Akash element. So by joining them, according to that, we can be cured of any disease. We can be having a good health also. So as we know that any disease, we know that body is made of panchabhutas. Then why do we get a pain when you have a disease or something? It's because the balance of the panchabhutas, I'm not saying it is equally balanced. There is a proportion that is maintained in the body, and that proportion, if there is a variation in that, that is when we get into diseases. So by holding it, joining it, the fingers, we are able to make the element which is deficient to come back to its normal level, and which is over, we can just suppress it and bring it the correct level. So this is what we say it as the Panchabhutas and the mudras. So let us do some mudras in this one. The first mudra, let's say I'm going to talk about the physical body. So physical body is representing the earth element. So which finger represents the earth element is my ring finger. So touching the tip of the ring finger with the tip of the thumb finger makes the Prithvi Mudra. Prithvi is nothing but the air, the earth element in the earth, right? So this is going to represent balance the Prithvi element, the earth element in the body. So I do this mudra, and how do I hold it? I hold it on top of my knee. Sit in a comfortable position wherever you want to sit down, sit in a chair, it's fine, no issues. Just sit in a comfortable position, back straight, keep the hands on the knees, and just do normal breathing. So here we are combining mudra as well as breath. So close your eyes and be aware of the breathing you are taking. No count, nothing, just normal inhalation and normal exhalation. So this is how we are going to perform a mudra. If you're going to see, the next question that might come is, I'm sitting in this mudra. Is it that I will always have to do by sitting, by closing my eyes and doing it? Not required. If you're not comfortable, you feel, some of us say we don't have time to sit and do a mudra. Do it when you're watching your TV, you're chatting with your friends, family. Do it at that point of time. Only restriction is don't do it immediately after a meal. Okay, so this is Prithvi Mudra. Index, middle, so the ring fingertip touching the tip of the thumb and the hand placed on top of your knee. Okay, so what are the benefits of this Prithvi Mudra? As I said, it's Prithvi Mudra is representing the earth element, so it's about the physical body. So it is for hair loss, eyesight. To some extent, it controls the diabetes in the body, and it is also good for vitamin consumption. When you feel you're low in vitamin consumption, this mudra helps to maintain the balanced gut. So I'm just talking about the main mudra, but there are many benefits of each mudras. I'm just talking about the main benefits of that. Okay, to some extent, it reduces the body temperature also. It cools your body, so it is also called as Agni Shamak Mudra. Okay, Prithvi Mudra. All of you can hold it and just close your eyes. Just do some 5 deep breathings. Inhaling and exhaling. Try to make your exhalation faster, longer than your inhalation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so this is the Prithvi Mudra. The tip of the ring finger touching the tip of the thumb. So as I said, it is for vitamin consumption, body temperature reducing, it's good for cold and fat reduction a little, diabetes, hair loss. It's good for all these things. So let's go to the next mudra, which is the Akash Mudra. What is the Akash? How do I perform the Akash Mudra is touching the tip of the middle finger to the tip of the thumb. Middle finger tip touching the tip of the thumb, legs placed on top of your thighs. So when you do this mudra, what happens is the Akash element in the body is balanced. So the other benefits of this are the calcium deficiency is removed in the body. To some extent, the ear problem and the toothache is reduced. It gives a positiveness, a sense of completeness in you. Akash Mudra. The same way, hold the mudra in both the finger, both the hands, keep it on top of your thighs and inhale. That's always better to do with the mudra with the hand facing the roof. Hold the mudra. Deep inhalation and deep exhalation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Two more rounds. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So the next mudra we will go for is the Varuna Mudra. Varuna, the water element in the body. The tip of the little finger touching the tip of the thumb. Other three fingers straight and keeping it on the knees. So the water element, all of you know, we have a lot of water content in our body, and that is very important that the balance is maintained. If the water content is not enough, what are the problems we face? We face itchiness in the eyes, in the body, in the skin, itchiness in the skin, and dryness of the lips. We have so much. We feel hot, the temperature increasing. We feel very tired also. Your digestion system will get affected because of that. So this is mudra is going to help the balancing of the water content in the body. It could be that not just that you're not drinking sufficient water, it could be that you're in a situation that you're not able to drink sufficient water and you may experience a problem because of that. So just hold this mudra. The water content in your body is balanced. So you won't feel thirsty and at the same time you're not deprived of water balance in the body. So Varuna Mudra it can be used by anybody. In this climate you're going out, people going out for a job, it's not possible to drink water always, but you might feel thirsty. Hold the mudra, you'll feel that your thirst is quenched in after 5 to 10 minutes. Just hold this mudra, that should be sufficient. This, all of you can practice it by touching the tip of the little finger to the tip of the thumb in both the hands. Keep it on your thigh. Just close your eyes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So, how long do we do this mudras? I'm just telling you because we are having a live session. I'm just telling you because to share on more topics, I'm just telling 5 breaths. But actually, if you want to practice a mudra, how long should you do? It's good if you do it for 15 to 20 minutes. That will help you to get the benefit of it. So, the normal mudras you can do it anytime. Please make sure it is you're facing you're not in a full stomach. Any place is fine, no issues about all those steps. Okay, so this is Varuna Mudra. Next is we are going to see therapeutic mudra, which is the Vayu Mudra. What is Vayu Mudra? I said the index finger represents the gas air element in the body. So here when you touch the tip of the index finger to the tip of the thumb, it becomes the chin mudra or the jnana mudra. So jnana mudra, all of us know, is very beneficial for increasing your intellect and it's good for calming your mind. It's also a stress buster, this mudra. Okay, so what is the difference between chin mudra and then how does it become vayu mudra? In chin mudra, the tip is touching the tip of the thumb. In vayu mudra, the tip of the index finger touches the base of the thumb and the thumb presses the index finger. Index finger touching the base of the thumb, thumb on top of it. Other three fingers straight, hands on your thighs. Vayu Mudra. It's very good for acidity, gastritis, and any kind of pain in the body. Try Vayu Mudra. At times they say pain could be due to the gas accumulated in a particular area. So this is very good. Okay, so Vayu Mudra for acidity, paralysis, sciatica, all kinds of joint issues, pains basically. This is very good. Va- Vayu Mudra. The same way, hold it in both hands, and do. If it is now, as I said, it's a therapeutic mudra. How long should you do? If you have a problem, gastritis issue or something, hold it for 45 minutes. You can go as much as 45 minutes. But if you just feel that you have a pain in the body, I'm just going to try it out. Let me see how is it giving me a relief, or just I'm trying little gastritis is there. Let me try it as a regular practice, then do for 15 minutes. Your body could be a gastritis prone, so go do for 15 minutes. Then you will feel the difference. But therapeutic mudras are advised to do only on need basis. Same way, sit in this mudra, close your eyes and observe the breathing. Just do inhalation, deep inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, this is the first therapeutic mudra we saw, which is for gastritis, any pain and all. Now, let's go for the common disorders. Diabetes. What do we do for diabetes? For diabetes, we are going to perform Abana Mudra. What is Abana Mudra? It is formed by the touching the tip of the middle thumb and the ring finger. The index finger and the little finger stand up straight. So thumb, middle and the ring finger. Hold it. This is Abana Mudra. So Abana Mudra is responsible for the digestive system. The Abana Vayu is Abana is the Vayu that controls the digestion and the elimination. So this helps in the better digestion of your food, what you take. So how long can you perform this mudra? If you want for digestion, do it for 20 minutes. If you want to do it for diabetes, do it for 45 minutes, followed by Prana Mudra. We'll go for Prana Mudra next. Now just you can hold Abana Mudra, thumb, ring middle and the ring finger tips touching, hands on this, on the thigh. Observe your breathing. The next lifestyle disease what we can see is hypertension. So common issue with many people. So what do we do for reducing the hypertension in the body? The thumb, index and the middle finger. The little finger and the ring finger are straight. Thumb, index and the middle finger. Thumb, index, middle on both the hands. It's called the Vyana Mudra. So Vyana Mudra is going to work on your circulatory system in the body and helps to reduce your hypertension. It is also really useful for eye issues. So Vyana Mudra. So as I said, for therapeutic purpose, 45 minutes, perform this mudra, followed by 15 minutes of Prana Mudra. Close your eyes and do this mudra, Vyana Mudra. So if you observe, whenever we are doing a mudra, we are just holding some posture or a gesture in the hand and we are doing some breathing also. So it is a combination. When you do this way, what happens? Your mind automatically calms down. So what happens? You go into a state of meditation. So this doing mudra is not just for doing only a gesture alone. It is a combination of mudra, it's a gesture, pranayama, and it further leads you to meditation also. So if you see that when you're performing a mudra, because you're going into a state of meditation, that means your mind is becoming calm. So any mudra you do, you're going to go for get a stress relief in that. So mudras are more beneficial for us. And this can be done by any age group people. If you see any age people who are not able to perform any asanas, any mudras, this is going to help them do it. So this is Vyana Mudra. Now we were talking about Prana Mudra. What is prana? Prana is nothing but the life force, right? The energy with which we are surviving, the breath. You can translate to the breath we are talking at, we take, right? So how do I do Prana Mudra is the thumb, little finger and the ring finger, all the three fingers touching. Thumb, little and the ring finger, all the three touching, hands like this facing the roof on the thigh. So Prana Mudra. So what do we do? What can be the benefit of it? Prana Mudra is going to increase the prana shakti in the body. So it increases the immunity in your body. You become more your stamina increases, and also we get the energy to do any work. At times we feel right tired, like you have work pending, but you're feeling tired that you're not able to proceed with any work. You just want to feel lethargic to do any work. Just hold this prana mudra for some time. You will feel the difference in that. After holding it for 5 minutes even, you will feel yes, I've got the energy to finish my work. So prana mudra. So as we said for diabetes, Prithvi Mudra also helps to some extent. And the way when you say as a therapeutic mudra, you can go for Abana Mudra for 45 minutes, followed by Prana Mudra. Abana Mudra followed by Prana Mudra. For BP, Akash Mudra helps a little. Akash Mudra also helps a little, but as a therapeutic mudra, Vyana Mudra followed by Prana Mudra. Vyana Mudra followed by Prana Mudra. So as we said, Vyana Mudra for 45 minutes, Prana Mudra for 15 minutes, Abana Mudra for 45 minutes, Prana Mudra for 15 minutes. So 1 hour. So at times we feel that we cannot spend 1 hour continuously. What do? Split it 3 times. 15 minutes followed by 5 minutes. 3 times a day. So 20, 20, 20. You can finish it like that. So in a day, try to cover it for 45 minutes and you will see the benefit of it. So diabetes, Vyana Mudra, Prana Mudra, or both the Vayu Mudra therapeutic mudras. So once you achieve the result, you can stop doing it. But Abana Mudra, as I said, it's for digestion also, because if you do if the digestion happens properly, your food, you're free of diseases, right? So you can keep doing it daily also for, let's say, but don't do it for 45 minutes. If you're going to go for daily, do for 15 minutes or 20 minutes max, not more than that. Okay, so we have saying 3 mudras. Let's say the common problem that's happening is the common cold, the back issues. Many people are complaining of back issues. Do I have a mudra to do that? We have a mudra for clearing the back pain. Apart from the asana stretches for the backs, we have mudras for the back pain also. How do I do this? Till now, the mudras, what we saw, we have the same mudra we hold in both the hands. Abana mudra, Prana mudra, Vyana mudra, whatever it is, we are holding both the mudras in the same mudra in both the hands. But now, in back pain mudra, it's going to be 2 different things. In the left hand, in your left hand, hold Vayu mudra, that is index fingertip touching the base of the thumb on top of it. The other hand, thumb, middle, and the little finger. Alternate fingers, you can remember like this. In most of the mudras, the thumb comes in. So, thumb, middle, and the little finger. Hold this mudra for 45 minutes again if you have a back pain. Do it regularly, you will feel the benefit of it. You can feel the energies working out in your back if you're observant of that. This is for back pain. Left hand, Vayu Mudra, index fingertip touching the base of the thumb on top of it. Right hand, thumb, middle, and the little finger. All the 3 tips touching each other. This is back pain mudra. Just observe your breathing. Next is for joint pains. Yeah, knee joint, elbow, wrist, wherever you have a joint in the body. But do we get pain in that? Yes, we get pain in that also. So how do we do that? How do we do mudra for eliminating the joint pains? In the right hand, you do Prithvi Mudra. That is the tip of the ring finger touching the tip of the thumb. In the left finger, it is the middle finger. Right finger is Prithvi Mudra, left finger is Akash Mudra. Tip of the thumb touching the tip of the middle finger. As I say, this is also having two different mudras in two different hands. So this mudra is for joint pains. So now all of you may be wondering, if I do it one day, will I get the benefit? No, it's not like that. See, your body has to get attuned to this mudras. So how will I do that? Is by regular practice. So initially, for the body to get, for you to get the result, it might take some time. But once your body becomes sensitive, the mudras benefits will be seen immediately. So if you have a back pain and you start doing a back pain mudra, it might take some time for you because you don't know how long the illness is and how you sensitive is your body to the mudras. So it will take some time in the initial stages. So do it continuously till you're free of your issue. Once you're completely cured, you can relax, and then the back pain is just surfacing. You can do the mudra. So everything is practice and making yourself attuned to the energy. But why do we say it attuned to the energy? We are actually not just playing with the fingers. We are just playing with the energy body in us. The energy body, the Panchabuddhas, the balance of all those things is what we are playing with. So definitely it will require a little time, right? For your body to get used to it. So that is when we say there is a requirement on the requirement of time to get your body tuned to that. But once your body is tuned, you'll get the results immediately. So this is now joint mudra. Right hand, ring finger, left hand, middle finger touching the base tip of the thumb. The next one we'll go for is acidity. Many people say acidity issues. Acidity could be because of the food you eat, because of the stress you take, could be many aspects why you get acidity. So if it is stress related, you can do chin mudra regularly. You can do pranayama and adishuddhi. And for acidity, when you feel the acid reflex coming immediately, that time if you do surabhi mudra, you will feel the difference immediately. The acidity subsides. Surabhi, something is just secreting. So what is it secretes? What are the things that secretes in the body? The glands secrete, the endocrine glands give their secretions, say, juices to the body, right? The glandular secretions happening. So Surabhi Mudra is good for that also. It balances the hormones in the body. Make sure all the hormones are balanced and the secretions are proper. Let us say we won't know whether I'm having all the glandular functions happening properly or not. If you feel there is a small issue, you're not comfortable or something, then you can just go for a Surabhi Mudra for some time and you will feel the difference. So, how do I perform the Surabhi Mudra? But instant relief for acidity. How do I do it? This mudra is a little complicated to hold it, but just try to adjust your hand and do it. Fingers are made into pairs. That is, the index and the middle finger are pairs. Thumb, little finger, and the middle finger are pairs. In this mudra, the thumb is not having any work. So the index finger of the right hand touches the tip of the middle finger of the left hand. Same way the other two fingers. Index finger of the left touches the middle finger of the right. Same way for the other two. The little finger of the right touches the tip of the ring finger. The ring finger of the right hand touches the tip of the left finger. Left small finger, little finger. So one easy way is just clasp it like this and touch the alternate. In case you're not able to reach it properly, bend your fingers, not an issue. It's not that all the fingers have to be straight. You can bend the fingers and hold it, the tips, touch. Adjust your hand positions, adjust your fingers, you can bend, we can keep it straight, however you're comfortable. Just touch, make sure the opposites are touching each other. The thumb is wide, the palm is wide open, the thumb is not touching each other. Surabhi Mudra for acidity. How can I do it with diet is, after every meal, try to have a small piece of jaggery. Break jaggeries into small pieces and have it with you. Each after you finish your meal, take a piece of jaggery. Make sure you mix the juice of jaggery with your saliva and send it to your abdomen. You shouldn't chew it and eat it completely. Just the juice of the jaggery, have it in your mouth, mix it with the saliva, let the juice of the jaggery enter into your abdomen. And that helps in acidity also. That's the food way of clearing yourself. This with the mudra, it is Surabhi Mudra. Index fingertip touching the tip of the middle finger and the ring fingertip touching the tip of the little finger. So this is Surabhi Mudra. Okay. I hope all are clear with this kind of mudras. Till now, we'll go for the next set of mudras. If you have any doubt, you can just send it in the comments. We will reply to it. Next mudra I'm going to talk about is the for the cold and the common cold and cough. Common cold and cough, the mudra what we can do is Shankha mudra. Shankh. We say generally associate Shankh with the Shankhanadam, the sound, right? So anything related to the throat, could be speech difficulties, could be cold cough. Shankha mudra is very helpful. How do I perform Shankha mudra? Right hand, open your right palm. The thumb of the left hand, keep it in the middle. Close it. So, and my thumb, the thumb of the right hand is up, thumb of the left hand is in the palm of the right hand. Wrap your fingers around it. Now turn the fingers such that you touch the four fingers of the left hand with the thumb of the right hand. So if you see, actually you will look, the hand looks like a shank. Hold it in front of your chest. And you will see the benefit. Cold, you will be free of your cold and cough in this. Just hold the Shankha Mudra. I'll demonstrate once more. Right palm, open your right palm. Take your left hand, the left thumb finger, place it in the middle of the right palm. Wrap your fingers around it. Turn your hand such that the four fingers of the left hand come via the knuckles of the right hand and touch the tip of the thumb of the right hand. So it looks like a shank, and hold it. Even this is a therapeutic mudra, so do it on need basis. Don't do it regularly. People with speech difficulties also can do this mudra. The next mudra we will see is for fever. Okay, what is the fever is like, we say the temperature is so high, what do I do? Pankaj Mudra. After taking tablets, the kid is having fever, the temperature is not coming down even after giving a dose of medication. All of us worry, right? Just make them hold the hand like a lotus in front of us, front of your hand. Pankaj Mudra. So this side of the palm, from here, the thumb to the little finger is being, both the hands are touching each other, other three fingers are open. Lotus Mudra or the Pankaj Mudra. So, what is the benefit of it? Apart from reducing your body temperature, it gives a sense. It's a pure sense of purity to you. You're above. As you all know, the lotus flower is always it's in the muddy water, but still it is above that. It's not touched by the muddy water below, right? It's still it's pure. That is the what is the benefit of doing this mudra. Your mind becomes pure. Negative emotions go out. So that is Pankaj Mudra. Hold it in front of you. It's like this. My hand is like a flower, as if I'm holding a flower in front of you. If you have observed, like many of the traditional classical dancers, they will be having many of the mudras, what we are talking about, they will be holding it in their dance forms. So that is what is the mudras. And because they were in olden days, most of them were into this classical things, it was incorporated in their daily life without knowing. They were getting the benefits of the mudras also. So now we are just performing the mudras and trying to get the benefits out of it. Ankash mudra. So next we will go for Surya mudra. What is Surya mudra? Surya mudra. Surya is what? Sun. So what can we correlate sun with? Sun you can correlate with the heat, right? So cholesterol, weight loss. For that, Surya mudra is helpful. But as we said, the heat increases. So any person performing Surya Mudra has to be careful when performing it because your body heat increases. I'm not talking about the body temperature, body heat increases. So if your body is prone to that, avoid Surya Mudra. How do I perform Surya Mudra? My tip tip of the ring finger touching the tip of the thumb and thumb on top of it. Tip of the middle ring finger touching the tip base of the thumb, the third line of the thumb, and thumb on top of it. So this is Prithvi Mudra. When you touch the other way, it becomes the Surya Mudra. So don't confuse yourself. Just Surya Mudra is make sure you do it only on required basis, and it will increase the heat in the body. But it's good for cholesterol, weight loss also. And also it increases the immunity in the body. So if you want performing this mudra, it is going to increase your immunity power, yes, but your body heat is also going to increase. Supplement yourself with items to cool yourself. Could be buttermilk, fresh juices, tender coconut. Supplement yourself with items to cool your body also if you're performing this mudra, so that you get the benefit of Surya Mudra. At the same time, you are able to make sure your body heat is not increasing. Clear? This is Surya Mudra. Now, what can we go for the next mudra? Asthma. Asthma. That's one another common ailment which we can see. The You can just hold it like this. The middle finger bend it, hold it. Asthma. Just the nails touching each other. Apart from that, doing normal breathing, making sure you do a lot of pranayama helps you to relieve in asthma. Right? So this apart from this, if we have to go for other mudras, we have a lot of mudras. Mudras are very lot of mudras are present in that. We are not going to we are not going it's not sufficient. The time is not sufficient to complete it. And I'll just can give for two more mudras and then we will go for meditation. So Jaladhara Nashak Mudra. What is that? Some people have water retention in the body. How can you release it? As I said, the little finger represents the water element in the body. So touch the base of the thumb with the little finger, thumb on top of it. So this is Jalanashak Mudra. So it is good for water retention, to reduce the water retention in the body. And also some kids might do pipetting. For that also, this mudra is helpful. So you make the kids do this mudra, then slowly the bedwetting habit goes off. Next mudra is called the Mritya Sanjeevani Mudra, Hridaya Mudra, or the Abana Vayu Mudra. As I said, Abana Mudra is also there, Vayu Mudra is also there. So Abana Vayu Mudra means it is a combination of Abana Mudra and Vayu Mudra. So what is Vayu Mudra? Index finger touching the base of the thumb, right? Abana Mudra is the thumb, middle, and the ring fingertip touching. So it's a combination of all these things. Index finger touching the base of the thumb, middle, and the ring fingertips touching. This is Abana Vayu Mudra. Hridaya Mudra, Sanjeevani Mudra, Mritya Sanjeevani Mudra. So, as we see, as the word says, the name of the mudra goes up. It is very good for the heart. Any heart issues? Performing this mudra helps you to revive of the heart issues. Suppose a person is having a palpitation or something, hold their hands in the mudra. They cannot, if they are not able to hold it, make sure you fix their hand like this and hold their hands so that the mudra is intact in their hand. Even if you feel they are having a mild attack or something, in that time also you can do this for that person. It acts as a first aid for them. They say the initial time of the attack or when you get the heavy palpitation is what when there is a lot of damage happening to the heart asset. So initial help is very important. When you hold this mudra, what happens is the effect of that heart attack or your palpitation is going to come down. So by the time you can get the correct doctor help, that till then you can be helped with this mudra. It acts as a first aid for them. Mritya Sanjeevani. So you can just say how powerful it is. They say even the heart blocks get reduced because of this one. So Mritya Sanjeevani Mudra or Abana Vayu Mudra. Hold it, just do deep inhalation and deep exhalation. 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, we saw many mudras. What is it for the kids? For the studies, they don't have concentration. That's one of the issues. Many parents complain they are not even studying properly. So, to increase it, we have Hakini Mudra. Tips of all the fingers touching each other. Hold it in front of it. The palm is open, but all the fingertips are touching each other. Both the hands' fingertips. Hakini Mudra. So they can perform it for 10 minutes before they start their studies, and the concentration in the studies is going to improve a lot. It balances, it increases the power to the brain. So it stimulates the main brain cells basically. So performing this mudra helps to achieve a good concentration, and you can see the improvement in the studies of the kids. So Hakini Mudra. If some kids are watching, you can just hold it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now, we have seen a lot of mudras. I'm sure it might be a for some it might confuse a little, but just concentrate on what you want to do, what is required for you, what is required for my health. Concentrate on the mudras of that, and when you practice it regularly, you will get a better control of it, and you will remember things properly also. If you have any doubts, you're free to contact us anytime. We will be happy to help you on which mudra is beneficial for you. So when we see holistic health, we have seen food, We have said some mudras. What is it next? Body, mind is gone, done. What is for the soul? The soul, we have to do, we go for the meditation. So, what is a meditation? Some people will say sit and just we should be free of thoughts. It's not as easy to be free of thoughts, right? Always, not for possible for everybody. By practice, you may achieve that state, but initially, you will need something to concentrate on. So, what are we going to do now? We are going to do meditation now with breathing. So, your awareness is in your breathing, and you're going to chant in your mind. What is that I'm going to chant? When I inhale, I chant so, and when I exhale, I'm going to chant hum. So, hum. So when you're going to do this, what happens is automatically your mind, when frequency of your mind comes down. When the frequency of the mind is down, it's when you go into a good meditation state where thoughts become less because your awareness is in your brain breathing. It's not required to chant outside. Just keep your awareness on your throat, hands in chin mudra, close your eyes as you inhale, keep your awareness on in your throat and start chanting so in your mind. So start exhaling with hum. Depending on the length of your breath, the time duration is going to vary. I will just say so hum for 5 or 6 rounds to make you go into your meditation mode. Okay, then listen to your body, listen to your mind, and go according to your breath. So just try to keep your awareness on the throat so you go a good meditative state. Repeat it in your mind. Close your eyes and go into the meditative state. Inhaling so, exhaling. All of you can return to your body. Be aware of your surroundings. Open your eyes. So, this Soham meditation, when can you perform? Soham meditation can be performed at any time. There is no restriction as when you want to do this meditation. Anytime during the day, you can perform this meditation. You feel you're a little stressed, perform it. Your stress level comes down. When your mind is low, mind frequency is low, when you're relaxed, automatically you will be able to face things properly. You will be able to take the decisions properly. So, Soham is a meditation which everyone Any can perform at any point of time. So let's see if there is any questions in the comments. What's it? Does Vyana Mudra followed by Prana Mudra help regulate high BP only for people with? No, it's only for high BP. So low BP people don't do Vyana Mudra, followed by Prana Mudra. It's only for high BP. Right? Okay, I think that's it. That was the only doubt we had. So thank you all for this session, joining this session, and thank you Indian Embassy for this opportunity. Thank you all. Good luck.